Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. Today was Rashad Trice's first court appearance. You know, since he's been apprehended and he was in the hospital, they let him out. And we all know who he is. I've done multiple videos on this guy. For those who are seeing me for the first time, this is the man accused of killing by strangulation the 2-year-old little girl, Wynter Smith, out in Lansing, Michigan, and dumping her body in an alley in Detroit, Michigan. And as sad as it is, this moron has went to court today. Now I'm gonna play this short video clip about the court proceedings. We'll talk a little bit about that. I mean, just his court appearance today. Like I said, we'll talk a little bit about that. But guys, there's something I noticed in the video yesterday, and it was introduced to me today when I was talking to somebody about this subject, and I never seen it. I want to see if you guys didn't see it neither. So without further ado, let's play this press clipping, and then we'll come back and talk about what I learned. Check this out.
Justice beginning to turn as the man accused of kidnapping and killing 2-year-old Wynter Smith appears in federal court. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. I'm Keenan Smith. Today, 26-year-old Rashad Trice faced a judge in Grand Rapids federal court for his detention and preliminary hearings. He's charged with kidnapping a minor and kidnapping resulting in death. And if convicted, he could face the death penalty. 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney is live outside the federal courthouse in Grand Rapids with the latest on what happened today. Whitney?
Hey, good afternoon, Keenan. We were in court this morning for about an hour. That starting at 10:30 this morning. Again, Trice facing a judge for those federal kidnapping charges and that kidnapping charge causing death. Firstly, Trice did waive his right to a bond hearing, meaning that he will be held in custody no matter what happens after today. But then we went on to that preliminary hearing. We got a chance to hear from an FBI special agent who's been a part of that investigation. He detailed exactly what happened from July 2nd until they found Wynter Cole's body a few days later in the East Detroit area. Now, this afternoon, we also got a chance to learn a little bit more of those grim details that led up to Wynter Smith's death. The FBI agent detailing things like the way they believe that Smith died. He mentioned a phone cord, which we have reported before being found on Wynter Smith's neck at the time that they found her body. Additionally, they revealed some text messages that were exchanged between Trice and some family members. The FBI agent telling us that they believe those messages came from Trice's dad. Additionally, some text messages came from his uncle. One of those text messages read, "I've got to finish this. I love y'all." Another one read at 4:01 a.m. that she's gone. The FBI agent alluding to the fact that that was in reference to Wynter's death. Now, we, of course, learned a little bit more about the investigative process. At this point, the case will be going to a grand jury. They'll be reviewing all of the information that came out in today's preliminary hearing, and then they will determine if it is appropriate to charge Trice. But, of course, we're waiting for some of the defense attorneys to come out at this point. We did see the prosecution walking by a few moments ago. We'll bring you all of those details later on at 5 and 6. For now, live here in Grand Rapids, Whitney Burney, 7 Action News.
All right, guys, that was that news clip. And I apologize for the acoustics earlier. My lav mic wasn't on. But listen, I'm going to talk a little bit about this, and then we're going to get to the gist of what this video is really about. Now, a couple of things that I didn't know. Now, we heard that he was texting somebody, and they recovered the text. I didn't know that some of those texts, the FBI is saying that they think it was his father that he was texting. They know for sure he was texting the uncle, but they said it was a father he was texting to. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Think about it. You got 2 older gentlemen that are in your family trying to calm you down and talk you out of doing something stupid and ruining your life. And I know they were speaking with wisdom, regardless if they was in your life or not, and you couldn't even hear it because you were so upset and turned up in your own anger, frustration, and low self-esteem. I feel nothing for this dude, like I told you before. Did you hear what they said? the night of the police chase, where they got behind him, was chasing him. At 4:01 a.m., the text came in to, I guess, the father or the uncle, whoever he was texting, that she's gone, signifying that he killed little Wynter Smith. We already established this guy's a moron, an idiot, anything under the sun, including the animal. And he should be put down immediately. I hope they don't give him no plea deal. Now, he's been charged with kidnapping a minor and kidnapping that resulted in death. I don't know why they don't have a murder charge on that yet. Now, I'm going to say something. Now, the coroner's report and all of this other stuff has not came back. Because she's a child, it might not ever come out in public, barring what the details are. But we do know that she was found with a pink cord, similar to the cord in the car around her neck for the charger, which was sickening in itself. But what I want to talk to you today about, guys, is, and this is real quick, we'll make this real quick. In all of the chaos and stuff, in that video I showed you yesterday, and the full video was in that video, which will be in the pop-ups, the arrest video breakdown. It showed, I was wondering, I'm like, why was he trying to close the passenger side door? When they opened it, he reached over and pulled the door. And then when the other cop came up behind him, when they was breaking the window to get in, why he was like reaching at the gun and stuff. Did you guys notice? And when I heard this, I couldn't believe it because I didn't even pay attention to it. Did you notice that he didn't have no clothes on in the car? He was freeballing under them sweatpants. When they opened the door, everything blurred out because he didn't have no pants on. Remember, he was driving erratic and all that stuff? I think he was trying to put his pants on. Remember, they said that this guy, Rashad Trice, was stabbed by the girl. He took the knife from the girl, stabbed her in return, and then sexually assaulted her. Remember? Twice. Said he did it twice, which is weird in itself. You know, how you gonna do that when you're bleeding and she bleeding? You know, somebody said that in the comment section, and that makes a hell of a lot of sense. What kind of savagery is he on? But I don't know if when she ran out the house, he panicked and he ran too with no clothes on. He grabbed whatever he could, grabbed Wynter at the same time, ran out the house indecent. Now, that's one theory. Another theory is driving around, he ain't had no shirt on or nothing. I don't want to put nothing bad out there. But this medical examiner's report will have a lot to say about how she died. But it's weird. You left from there and in a hurry. Why you didn't have no clothes on during the police chase? Why you naked driving? And it was hours after you left the house, bro. You see, when they took him out the car, he was freeballing because if you look at my thumbnail, I showed in the various photos of him, his pants was down, you know, down like almost mid-thigh when he got pulled out the car, when he was getting pulled out the car. You know what I mean? I think that was the delay of him trying to get out the car. He was trying to put his clothes on. He would look crazy getting out the car. You see when they had him on the sidewalk, no shirt, no drawers, just socks and them sweatpants. You was in a police chase and you was in that car for hours when people was looking for you driving from Flint to Detroit. Why your clothes wasn't on, bro? That's something to think about. I totally missed that. Somebody was like, you know, he had no clothes on. I'm like, what you talking about? I'm like, I seen the video. Like, no, look at the video again. Go back and look. He had no clothes on. So I don't know if when he was driving and went to swerve, he was putting his pants on and trying to get himself ready because, you know, he was trying to bail or what. But that's strange. That's a strange thing. That whole time you had that baby, you ain't had no clothes on. What was you doing? And I don't want to put nothing bad out there, man. I hope I'm wrong. But man, look, if he did all that stuff crazy to the mom, when guys do stuff like this to women, I mean, I still can't get over the fact that she stabbed him first. Instead of running out and trying to make sure his life It's not, because if you look at his chest is bleeding. I guess she stabbed him in the chest. In the arrest photos, what's crazy is instead of going and trying to get his self some help, he took it upon himself to violate her, stab her, and then violate her. I told you before, when guys do this type of thing, it's a power thing. It's a power thing. When somebody physically violate a woman, a lot of times after she's done something and caused him some great pain, and he goes and sexually violates her, it's a dominance thing. That's why I told you before, they look at rape crimes of rape, as a hate crime. See, a lot of times men use their phallus as a weapon to dominate. This is proof of it. This guy right here, man, we'll see. But I wanted to share that with you guys. That's strange, right? He ain't got no clothes on. Come on, anybody with common sense would have been like, yo, first of all, driving around with no shirt on in the middle of the night, that's going to get you pulled over anyway. So I can already tell his thinking was off. But leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Go back and look at the video, man. He ain't had no clothes on. He was trying to put his clothes on, I guess. But as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Take care.